And a very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Issues and Attitudes. My name is Jeff Owens. My co-host is Mr. Daniel Jones.
Happy Monday.
And in studio, social distancing, Jessica Meadows.
Hello.
From the Charleston Chamber of Commerce, president and CEO, and still the president and CEO. Now, we had the going away show with you a few months back, and then I found out that you didn't really go away. You did, but now you're back. So explain what has happened.
Yes. So my husband had a wonderful job opportunity in Colorado. So in September, we moved to Colorado, and I continued my work with the chamber remotely. And then we just moved back full-time on Saturday. So we're back full-time, and I'm in the office, so come by and see me.
So there's no job search anymore. It's all you now.
It's all me now.
All right, so there we know the rest of the story. We had all these sad goodbyes on the air, and other people were saying how much they're going to miss her. And 6 months later, you're back.
Yeah, it was really just an attention ploy. I just wanted everybody to tell me how much they would miss me, and so.
That's cool. Well, what it is, it garners attention this week for the Charleston Area Chamber of Commerce, which has a really, really big week, and we'll go through stuff. Let's talk about the virtual dinner first, and then we'll get into some other stuff.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. Like you said, it's a big week for the chamber right now, and so we are still hosting our annual quote-unquote dinner. So we're kind of trying to call it the annual award ceremony and meeting. So just the same event that we typically have every January, only this year, instead of being able to host it at EIU and have a formal dinner, we're doing it virtually. So there won't be any dinner of sorts unless, you order in from one of our local restaurants. But we'll still be doing our award ceremony, our meeting, and new this year, we'll be hosting a raffle in conjunction.
Okay, very cool. Yeah. Let's talk about some of the awards, because these are really annual awards that in the past I was a member of the Chamber of Commerce, and it was always fun voting and talking about the different people that got them. So we'll go through them one at a time, and let's go Small Business of the Year.
Yes, so I am so excited. Like you said, this happens every year, and I just love honoring all of our small businesses. So this year, the winner of the Small Business Award goes to our local Dairy Queen Grill and Chill.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, what made them kind of stand out, and what makes them stand out in the community, do you believe?
Yeah, so I think it's really important to note that so many of our community members and our small local businesses really stepped up. It's no secret that COVID was a difficult time, still is a difficult time. So many businesses had to reframe the way that they do business, and especially our restaurants. I think it's, easy to say that they probably took the impact a little bit harder than most. And so Dairy Queen, the nomination form for them just kind of talked about how great they were at stepping it up and kind of changing their business structure to still accommodate the community. They never once shut down. They really ramped up their drive-through, and through it all just maintained this positive attitude and still did such service for the community. I don't know if you guys are in tune with tourism in the city, but they're doing their Valentine's Day celebration, and Dairy Queen has donated cupcakes to everybody that does the Valentine's Day celebration. So still really just being in tune and helpful to our community.
Very cool. The Citizen of the Year?
Yes, so the Citizen of the Year this year is Rhonda Adair. So Rhonda was nominated because, like so many of our community members, she really saw a need for our community to have masks. So Rhonda has made hundreds of masks to the community, but what made Rhonda stand out is that these masks were completely free to community members. Anybody who needed a mask, she would just make one and you could have it. But, so many people were like, I would like to pay you for the time and the materials. And so what Rhonda did is she asked people to donate to local charities.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And Diplomat of the Year, maybe explain what a diplomat is before you announce who the winner is.
So Diplomat, I like to explain, they are really the backbone of the chamber. So we have people who, serve as our diplomats. They're from our local businesses, our local members, and they really help with community outreach. So typically they're the ones, when we're allowed to have live events, they're the ones helping me plan and organize and meet and greet community members. And they're the ones who help, when we have ideas, help kind of center those ideas and get us on track and really just help the chamber run. So we every year honor a Diplomat of the Year. But the catch is, it's actually a surprise until the night of the award ceremony. But I will say this, I'll give some hints. the winner of this year's Diplomat of the Year, is very involved in the community.
Hey, there's a real big hint. We never guessed that. You know,
Right,
Danielle?
so involved in the community. I'll give you a hint. This Diplomat is also beloved in the community, and I think everybody's going to be so excited when the winner is announced.
That's the only hint then? Nothing else? Can we guess? And
You can guess. I feel like I could give a better hint, but it would be like a dead giveaway. So
Does he appear on this show a lot?
No.
Okay. I was going to guess Dale Wolf. Because Dale Wolf volunteers for everything. So.
Yes, Dale Wolf is wonderful and very helpful with the chamber. And if you're listening, hi, Dale.
So, Dan, you go ahead, buddy.
Sure. We were talking a little bit before the show about you moving to Colorado a couple months ago. You were still working for the Chamber of Commerce remotely. How was that? Like, what were some of the challenges you faced?
Oh, yeah. So, remote working, I feel like everybody has had challenges with that. But the good news is my board was very receptive to that. Our members were very receptive to that, and they completely understood. I think really the most challenging thing was just trying, if somebody needed something from the chamber, just again working with my diplomats to help me physically get things out. So anytime you join the chamber and you renew your membership, you get that year's membership packet, which are physically put together. So the diplomats actually went into the chamber office and put all those packets together for me and mailed them out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, you talked about the event, that's the virtual dinner this Friday with the raffle and the prizes. What are some of the things people can win?
Oh, yes. So I am so excited about this. This is brand new this year. We'll be doing a raffle, so we've never done this at annual awards before. But thanks to our sponsors, Health Alliance, Sarah Bush, Doing Winters & Co., and then a new chamber member, Infinity Painting, we're able to not only give away raffle prizes, which have been donated by local business, but a grand cash prize of $1,200.
Sweet.
So several of our local businesses have just stepped up and sponsored and donated raffle baskets. So we've got gift cards that are available to win for some of our local merchants. We've got gift baskets from some of our local members who've either put together gift baskets from their own stores, like our retailers, or who have gone through Charleston and put together really nice gift baskets from several local businesses. So there's a lot on the table to win, guys.
Now, where can someone go if they need it, if they want more information to get a ticket or to get information? I mean, what's the best way to do that right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want any more information or if you'd like to purchase a ticket, you can go onto our website. So www.charlestonchamber.com. It's right on the home page. There's a big button that says purchase your raffle ticket here, so you can click on that. Or if you go to the top of our homepage, it says events, and you can drop down to that. The event is open to everyone. So every community member, regardless of if you're a chamber member or not, you can purchase a ticket. I will let you know that if you're not a chamber member, or if you were not the one to register your business as a chamber member, you will get a pop-up that says the website does not recognize your email. Unfortunately, it's a glitch in our system, but you can truck right through it. So don't let that dissuade you at all. You can also give me a call at the chamber office, 345-7041, and I'm happy to register you or answer any questions that you have.
Okay.
Speaking of memberships, can you kind of go through the process of becoming a member and also the different levels of membership?
Absolutely. So to become a member, it is easy peasy. Let me tell you. You just go onto our website, charlestonchamber.com. There is a giant blue button that says join now, and you hit that, and then you can just fill out all of your business information. Now, our membership tiers are a little bit different. They're based on the number of employees that you have. And we have several different levels, and I won't go through all of that. I'll get tuned out, and everybody listening will get bored. But if you're interested, just, go on our website. We talk about all of the benefits of being a chamber member, and they are plentiful. Of course, we're your business resource and your business guide. We also help you with your marketing. So if you have anything that you would like to get out to the community, we can put it on our newsletter, on our website, on our Facebook and Instagram pages. But also, I think one of the biggest benefits to being a chamber member right now is that I get a lot of information from various groups. So from the Illinois State Chamber, from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, from SBA. And so really what a lot of my job entailed this past year was taking that information and getting it out to our members first and foremost. So whenever there's a change to a new grant or a new loan or a change in COVID guidelines, our members get that information first. Typically the day it's announced, our members will get it through a specific email. So
speaking of COVID, which we all everybody speaks of COVID,
yes.
But there's been a little bit of good news lately with some, the tier change and sports may be happening and a little bit of relaxing of the rules. But what are your gut feelings are as we go forward this year to hope to have live events? Do you still plan for that, or how's that all work?
Yeah, so I will have to say, Jeff, when it was announced that we thought we could potentially have more sports this year, you were the first person I thought of. I was like, he's going to be so happy on Tuesday rants.
Yeah, yes, tomorrow. There.
Yes, I hope you have a sports mention.
Yeah.
But, my gut feeling is, of course, it's hard to plan to have live events. We tried really hard last year. We did not cancel live events until we absolutely had to. I think we're all hopeful. Right now, we don't have any live events that we have planned. It's just kind of taking it day by day, week by week. But we definitely hope that sooner rather than later we can start working back in some of these live events.
If everything goes well, how fast could you ramp up like a Tour de Charleston or something like that?
Let me tell you, but my board, my diplomats, myself, we are a team of event planners. We could ramp up the tour, I think, just like that. And I think we're all very hopeful that we'll still be able to have it. And if not this summer, then this fall. And of course, as soon as that decision is made, we'll let the community know, probably try to come back on the show and have a big announcement, because I think honestly we're at the point where our community members, we just need to have these live events. I think we've all missed connecting with one another, and I think having live events is going to be incredible.
There you go. Anything else on your mind over there, Daniel?
Sure. You mentioned a little bit earlier about working with the Illinois Chamber of Commerce. Can you tell us some of the other things you may do with them and various other groups?
Sure. So we're members of the Illinois Chamber, and honestly, our membership is really just based on the idea that they get information quickly that is going to impact small businesses. They also host webinars and just let us know when things are coming down the pipeline. So starting January 1 of this year, everybody had to have sexual harassment training. So if you were a business owner who had one or more employees, you and your employees had to have sexual harassment training. And so we got that information almost a year and a half ago from the Illinois Chamber when that law was coming into place. And so we were lucky enough that we were able to work with Lakeland College and Bonnie Moore and get training up and running for our members, which we offered free. So really our relationship with the Illinois Chamber of Commerce is that they have information and they give it to us, and then we're able to pass it on to our members.
Okay. I want to stay on the plans for the rest of the year. So since you don't have any plans for in-person events, do you still plan for like virtual events, or
Yes.
how does that work for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so absolutely. So of course, this Friday is the annual meeting and awards. So that's our big virtual event. So I'm going to do a little plug. It is Friday the 29th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. So you can purchase tickets right up until the day of, and you do not have to physically be on the Zoom meeting to win. So if you purchase a ticket and then you go, it is Friday night and I am Zoomed out, that's okay. You're still eligible to win. So that is, of course, a virtual event. We are doing it's not quite virtual, but on Thursday, the 28th.
Wine pull thing or whatever, yeah.
Yes. So we always have a wine pull at our annual dinner, and it is one of the most popular events. It's so much fun, guys. So we have community members and business members donate bottles of red wine, white wine, champagne, or liquor, and then we wrap them up and then we give them a tag. So red wine gets a red tag, white wine gets a white tag, liquor gets black. And so you don't know exactly what you're getting. You just know, okay, I'm getting a red wine, but I don't know what it is. So you pull your bottle. So this year, we wanted to keep that fun going. So we're having a drive-by wine pull Thursday, the 28th, from 4 to 6 p.m. right outside the chamber office, so 501 Jackson Avenue. And for $20, you can drive by and say, hey, Jess, I want that bottle. And then I'll pull it, and you'll get it, and you'll be wonderfully surprised, and then you can drink it while you watch the annual meeting on Friday.
Wait till you get home, please.
Yes. Please wait till you get home.
Public service announcement by the way.
Yes.
That's really cool. Now, like, well, later in the year, is everything kind of just standstill? You just kind of taking it by as it
Yeah,
works?
everything's kind of later in the year, although I did have, a board meeting where we talked about having some of the more popular virtual events from last year. So I think we're still planning on doing. Last year we did a car-based scavenger hunt, which was so much fun and so popular. So we'll be doing that again. We may try to have another wine pull because those are, people love them. I mean, who doesn't love blindly drinking wine? And then we did do a children's art show, which was so much fun and everybody really enjoyed it. So we gave, we gave out art kits and then children could paint them and then they were displayed at local businesses. And then we encouraged people to kind of drive by and do an art tour. And then we do have a few more virtual events, I think, up our sleeves, but they're not, the details aren't hammered out. Yeah, so.
Any kind of examples of how the Chamber of Commerce has been able to kind of uplift businesses through like their membership? So how have they changed before they joined?
Yeah, that's a really great
He's really
question.
good, by the way.
Yeah, that's a hard-hitting question. I of course am a little bit biased. I work for the chamber. I love the chamber, and I love all of our members, and absolutely want to support them in any way. And I don't know if I have hard statistics for you, but I definitely think that some ways that we help to elevate our members is, of course, that free marketing piece that you get. So a big one that we've seen with our members this past year is job openings. So a lot of people have had to actually hire more employees to help kind of with their new business arrangement. So a lot of restaurants have had to hire more delivery drivers. Some of our offices have had to hire additional support staff because everybody's working remotely. So the chamber, anytime your business has a job opening and you're a member, we actually market that for you. So we put it in our newsletter, we put it on our website, we put it on our Facebook page. And then of course, any of the changes that have happened this past year, and I keep saying restaurants, but I feel like they had a lot of changes.
Yeah.
So we put together a big list of all of our member restaurants and what their hours of operation were, if they had curbside, if they had pickup, if they had delivery. That way everybody could have that information all in one place.
Have you figured out, or is there a way that you can, interaction's big in the chamber. Everybody wants to interact. How can you get people to interact who are chamber members who maybe run their own business or not, but how do you get them to interact during this pandemic?
Yeah, so we have hosted a few virtual coffees that we've tried to do, but honestly, I think everybody's missing that personal connection. We did kind of at the beginning leave it up to our members who had business after hours scheduled if they wanted to try to hold those, of course, following the guidelines. But for the most part, our business after hours really haven't happened because with the guidelines.
Well, it's so social, and it's such a social event.
Yes. So really just the connections have been less about connecting member to member all at once, but more just, me reaching out, the board reaching out to our members and just, how are you doing? What can I do? Do you need anything? And of course, there have been a few times that, a member has, maybe been struggling, I'm not sure how to work around this, X, Y, and Z that I've run into. And I can go, oh, well, I just talked to this member and they have a solution. Here, let me connect you that way.
Okay. We're talking to Jessica Meadows from the Charleston Area Chamber of Commerce today on issues and attitudes. Now, are your offices open? You said that people could come in, or how's that working right now?
So we have regular office hours. So I'm in the office 8 to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 to 2 on Fridays. Right now, we are appointment only, but we'll be opening more to the public, I'm sure, in the next couple of weeks as things have slowly been coming back open. But if you want to pop by the chamber office, if you have questions about joining the chamber, questions about our annual meeting and awards on Friday, or if you just want to come say hi, pop on a mask and I'll be there to open the door.
Okay, cool. And then when you have your board meetings and diplomat meetings, is that all virtual now as well?
It's all virtual, yes.
So this one, So it's the way of the world right now,
It is, yeah.
How do you get some of your members who maybe you think they can bring a lot to the table, but they just aren't really active? They support you, they send you money, but they just don't want to get involved. Do you try to nudge them along to get more active?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I would say for the most part, our members are really wonderful and active and want to be involved in any way they can. And especially this past year have really reached out and said, what can I do? But yeah, if we rarely have some of those members, but if we do, it's usually just phone calls or emails from myself or diplomats or board members.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daniel?
How have you been able to stay motivated yourself through all of the pandemic and everything?
Wine pulls, a lot of wine pulls. No. I think that a lot of it is caffeine fueled. But a lot of it is knowing that, our businesses have gone through a lot this past year, and that everybody needs a cheerleader, and everybody needs somebody to kind of lift them up and stay positive. And if I can be that person for our members and our community, or just one of the people in this community who have really tried to cheer everybody on and support them, then I think I'm doing my job and helping our community.
That's a very good answer. What about, do you have board openings or diplomat openings, any needs of the chamber right now?
So we don't have any. We just not redid, but had new board members join on this January, so this month. But diplomats, we're always looking for more diplomats. So if you're interested in being a diplomat, really just it's your business has to be a chamber member. And if you're not sure if they are, you can go to our member directory online, or you can give me a call or send me an email. But if you think you'd like to be more involved in the community and with the chamber, we're always looking for diplomats. So
Okay.
yes.
All right. What about people? Are there things that people don't know that the chamber does and provides to the community? Those little hidden gems or secrets?
Yes. Oh, that's a great question. So, yes, there are a lot of things that we can do for you. We send out a weekly newsletter, and that goes out to over 3,000 people in the community. And just a heads up, if your business is a chamber member, you yourself as the employee are a chamber member. So EIU is a chamber member. So that means everybody at EIU is also a chamber member. So if you're not getting our Wednesday updates and your business is a chamber member and you'd like to receive those newsletters, give me a call or send me an email, president@charlestonchamber.com, and I'm more than happy to add you.
That's a fancy email, president.
So fancy. So you can send me an email, but yes, we have that weekly newsletter. We also have a calendar of events on our website that you as a chamber member and community member can submit your events to. So if you have something going on and you want the community to know about it, submit it to our calendar and it will appear on our calendar. And then I think too, another thing is that I'd said this earlier, but anytime there are changes in COVID guidelines, grants or loans from the SBA, PPP just had a little bit of a change last week. Our members got that email the day the change was made. So if you're just looking to stay up to date on information and be in the know, the chamber is a great resource.
Are there any ways for community members to get involved who may not have a small business?
Yeah, that's a really great question.
Geez, good.
Yeah. So the chamber really does represent the business community, but if maybe, and I'm not sure if maybe you're talking about students or somebody who's
or a retired person who doesn't something like that.
Yeah. So we have retired members. Dale Wolf, hello again, Dale, who are members of the chamber, and so we've got a member rate for retired individuals, and so that's just a really great way to stay connected with the businesses, to be able to still come to business after hours, to get those newsletters, but also again, you can serve as a diplomat as a retired individual, or a student, and not right now, but I do typically have EIU interns, so that's another great way.
How often do you talk to Ed from the Mattoon Chamber, or maybe Champaign Chamber, Effingham Chamber, or something? Are you in?
I talk to Ed almost every day. Hi, Ed. No, Ed is absolutely wonderful. The Mattoon and Charleston Chamber have a fantastic relationship. Ed and I are constantly talking to one another, especially this past year, my gosh, with all the changes, to guidelines and COVID resources, we were constantly texting or calling and going, did you see that email that the SBA just sent out, or did you see that email from the Illinois Chamber? So we talk a lot, we share a lot of information. The Champaign Chamber, Laura, their executive director, is absolutely wonderful. And I talk to her every couple of months. And then they also have somebody dedicated, her name's Madeline, to sending out emails in regards to SBA and loans and grants. So we keep in contact.
A few minutes left. Daniel, any final questions for her?
Can you tell us any tentative plans or ideas that you guys are kind of working on right now for the upcoming months?
Yes. So tentatively, we would love to do some more virtual events. So getting that car-based scavenger hunt up and running for the spring, kind of when the weather's a little bit better. We would love to do that. And I think really just our biggest thing right now is really driving home the idea of staying local, supporting local, shopping local. So also, if you go to our website, charlestonchamber.com, we have a whole tab that says support local, and we've got various like social media graphics or pictures that you can pop up on your Facebook page that just remind people to shop local. So right now we've got a whole bunch of Valentine's Day themed that are love local and things like that. So, feel free to put those on your Facebook page or your Instagram and really, kind of join us in this movement of keeping shopping and keeping local.
We always ask every time you're here, anybody from the city, any new businesses that have opened, getting ready to open that you want to tease us about, or try to get...
Yeah. So, Infinity Painting is one of the newest business, and that's owned and run by Nick Villardo, and he's a chamber member. And so, I really encourage you to look him up. He's got a fabulous new business. Of course, Zenleaf, opened up, and they're in the process of joining. And then we do have Apex Energy, which is wind energy, which is just, new to town, and they just joined. So, yeah, I've got a couple of exciting things.
All right. Again, the virtual list, give us the one more time before we do.
Yes, guys, one more plug. So, Thursday, the 28th, we've got our drive-by wine pull from 4 to 6 p.m. in front of the Chamber office, 501 Jackson Avenue. Then we've got our virtual awards and meeting, which will also include a raffle, so you can win prizes donated by local businesses and a $1,200 grand cash prize. You can purchase those tickets at charlestonchamber.com, and that event will happen Friday the 29th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. via Zoom. But again, you do not have to be on the Zoom meeting to win.
There you go. All right. World famous 8 questions. You going to answer today, Daniel? So we'll go.
Sure.
We'll go Jessica, then Daniel. New Year's resolution was?
I didn't make one.
Oh, that's fine. Daniel, did you make one?
I made one to finish school strong, which I think I'm doing.
There you go. Favorite gift from the holidays?
My husband got me Chrissy Teigen's new cookbook. I'm obsessed with her.
Nothing wrong with that.
I didn't get anything but money, so.
Nothing wrong with that either. Chrissy Teigen and money. I mean,
you can't lose.
Yeah. Do you have a pet? And if so, what's the name?
I have a dog named D'Artagnan and 3 cats, Carlos, Toothless, and Jack Burton.
I don't have any pets.
All right, that's okay. Have you ever parachuted, or would you?
Oh my God, no! I hate planes.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's not an answer, by the way. This is only for her, by the way. I forgot to ask. What did you like best about your short stint in Colorado?
The hiking.
The hiking? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Favorite singer or band?
Celine Dion.
I knew that was coming.
My favorite artist is Beyonce.
All right. I have to ask this one. Super Bowl pick, Bucks or Chiefs?
Halftime show.
Same.
The weekend, right? See, there you go. Hot dog topping that you have to have on your hot dog is?
Don't hate me, Chicago. Ketchup.
Cheese.
Cheese. All right, there you have. Be a cheese dog. There you go. Well, Jessica, I'm so glad that you're back in the community and you're not going to Colorado. You're definitely an asset. So appreciate you coming in and spending some time with us. Daniel, another great job for you as well.
Thank you.
All right, we are Issues and Attitudes. This is WEIU. Everybody have a great day. Thanks to our new crew on the interns over there. We appreciate it. Everybody have a great day. This is WEIU.